Hi, I'm Niels ten Oever. I work for Article 19, which is a freedom of expression organization where I'm head of digital. I'm currently working on mainstreaming human rights in internet governance. This is not a new theme. In 2005, in the Tunis Agenda that was defined during the World Summit on Information Societies, it was already said that the internet should be based on human rights and principles of freedom of expression and right to privacy. Similarly, this was reiterated by the UN General Assembly, who said that human rights online should be respected just as human rights offline. And we also confirmed that in a non-intergovernmental setting during the Net Mundial conference, where we said that internet governance should be based on human rights principles. But now we need to think, how does this actually come into practice? And this has also been something that's been urged by the UN Special Rapporteur on freedom of expression, who reiterated the importance of encryption and anonymity, but also in his latest report, the responsibility of the private sector in upkeeping human rights on the internet, because they are maintaining the core internet infrastructure, which is enabling our right to freedom of expression. So what is crucial to understand is that technology is not neutral by any means. When we think of public infrastructure such as our roads and our public space, then we understand that having wide sidewalks and traffic lights, that it enables certain kind of behavior, and it limits other kinds of behavior. It gives space for pedestrians, and it gives space for people in wheelchairs instead of just benefiting people who have cars. So the internet is very much the same. We can inhibit or stimulate certain behavior. Do we ensure that the internet is accessible for people with low bandwidth connections? Do we ensure that the internet is reliable? And do we think it's acceptable that all our information could be surveilled by third parties? These are values that we embed with the design of technology, with the design of code, but also with the design of protocols. And that is a translation we can make, and that's something we should think of while we're designing the technology. That should not come as an afterthought, because then it's very hard to rewire and refactor the code. So it should be an inherent thought. Luckily, we have different instruments to think about that, to think about how we can embed human rights and human rights values in our networks and devices. One way of thinking about that is ensuring that the organizations that are running infrastructure are respecting human rights. For this, one can easily use human rights impact assessments, suggested by the UN Guiding Principles on Business and Human Rights. But similarly, in the Internet Research Task Force, we're working on an internet draft that exactly defines how we can think about human rights in protocol development. The W3C already had a great questionnaire on security and privacy. Now it's our task to expand that beyond these well understood problems, such as the right to freedom of expression, the freedom of assembly, but also the principle of non-discrimination, which are crucial on the internet. So this is a challenge that is there for us as engineers, but as we've shown in the past, there aren't many challenges that we cannot take on.